Welcome to DawnCraft Echoes of Legends. In this video, I wanted to show the best skill books that you can buy at these black markets. So as you explore through the game, you'll actually find these in the water markets that you can actually come up to these villagers and you can spend emerald blocks to unlock different skill books. So I am in creative mode just to give you guys the idea of like the best skill books to use. But since these are so expensive, most people can't buy all of them and go through them. So I'm going to go each one. So you push K on your keyboard, you can actually see all your skills, and I'm going to go down each one of these and tell you why you want these. So for dodge, you're going to want the dodge skill book of Shadow Step. And so with this, you can see seeing in the shadows, moving in the shadow will twist space and time, make you move faster than the light itself. While executing the skill, player becomes immune. So this in action will look something like this when you're fighting and you kind of just burst around. You can do it as long as you have stamina. And so I feel like this one is really good if you're in trouble. Now I have found like when you're in one-on-one combat with something, it kind of can get annoying because when you go so far back, you fly way back. But definitely in like boss fights, this skill will be really useful. But to unlock it, you first have to get the step, which all of these the villagers sell. So this is a slight of short distance. Then you got to get Ender Step, which is kind of like this one. This one is the one that I used a lot. I'll show you what this one looks like. So Ender Step is the one that I've used the most. We don't have enough levels. I'm gonna go to game. I'm gonna go to creative real quick just to show you. So Ender Step is one I really like because it's not as, if you're just fighting weaker opponents, maybe you're in a dungeon or anything like that, you just need a small movement. But again, the best one that you can get, in my opinion, is the Shadow Step, with just the ability to move around like this. You can travel a little quicker. So next we're going to look at your passive abilities. So the first one that we're going to look at is going to be the Heart Shield. The Heart Shield, it gives you 20 shield points that will recover if no action is performed for 5 seconds. At the rate of 1 point every 2 seconds, shield recovery rate can be improved with protection enchantment. So let me go back to survival. And you'll notice the little yellow hearts that I have above my hearts. And so I have this player fully maxed out, of course, from just spawning in essence and things. So I'll have all of these hearts plus extra hearts. And of course, if I put my armor back on, we'll actually also have our armor. And so you'll be able to really be able to tank things with this. And as the hearts disappear, you'll actually regain them back just by not doing anything. And so I like this one just for, you know, the ability not to die or, you know, be able to take more hits. So our next passive that we're going to look at is going to be the Vampiric Eyes. I think I have it on here. Yeah, Vampiric Eyes. Vampiric Eyes, you heals you for 10% of the damage you deal. I just like this just for the ability to actually, if you do get in like fights with enemies, you'll be slowly healing yourself while doing damage. Some people may not like that one as much if they have, you know, if they just want to run away and heal themselves and you want to be stronger, you can use other ones. But for me, the way that I just play the game, I definitely want to use the Vampiric Eyes just to heal myself as I kind of stand in there and fight. And then the third passive that I think is really good to get is one called Critical Knowledge. Gives you 20% chance to deal 100% more damage. Critical chances increase by 5% for each level of fire protection enchantment you have. Critical damage is increased by 15% per blast protection enchantment you have. So although all of those extra boosts are good, I like the ability just to have the opportunity to do way higher crit damage. And so you might luckily just be able to, not maybe one hit, but as you take on a lot of enemies, you know, you're in there just kind of swinging away, depending on your style, being able to have 100% crit damage, I think is really good. Now we'll get down to more of the other like better ones. So now for the guard skill, we're actually going to want to use the Vengeful Parry. So with this, it puts you in a guarding stance for 2 seconds. You'll hold your position during that time, blocking all attacks at no stamina cost. After that, you'll be able to send back all the damage in your next attack. Fresh damage on recast, 1 second cooldown. And then it shows you the available weapon types, a lot of them. To get this, I'm pretty sure you have to unlock parrying first. Allows you time to guard, which is also a good one. Then you have to get the perfect, I think it's Bulwark. Holding guard stance will block attacks from all directions at low progressive stamina cost, releasing guard after being hit 5 times will send a shockwave. This one's pretty good. I like the Vengeful Parry. Any 3 of these are actually good. This one I just find the way that I like to fight, but all of these are good skills. But with this, you'll just block, and then you'll stand here. As you can see, you get like the slow, I don't even know what to like call it, like the slowness effect. Yeah, that's what it is. And you won't be able to move, and an enemy will hit you, and you'll see like a counter in the bottom right be able to come up. And so we'll fight an enemy here in a little bit, and I'll show you kind of all these in action. I just want to explain them. And then next will be your mobility. There's only, I think, 2 in the game. I like the Phantom Ascent, which allows you to double jump. So just this. So if you need to get up on something easier, I went to fly because I'm a creative. Yeah, so with this one, it just gives you, again, the ability to double jump. Nothing insane, but it can become really useful for getting away, just traversing everything. I do like this one a lot. And then I've been trying to like, you know, do like an attack out of these, and I don't think you can. But all that being said, I do think it is a good one to have. Be able to fight enemies, jump over them. You know, if you're running out one, they attack. You can do all those kind of things with this one. And then if we stand still, again, our heart shield should heal us. That's pretty good. And then for the last one, which will be your identity, I like revelation skill. So I have the hawk, catching the weak points of the enemies. Blocking, parrying, and dodging gives stacks of revelation. Reaching the indicated amount of stacks will allow you to unleash a stunning counter attack. So with that, we'll go ahead and go nighttime here. And then we will see if there's any enemies. But here we have an enemy. So the ender step, or the shadow step, you can see we can kind of fly right through. We'll parry. We got hit once, twice, and now we can deliver the hit right back. And so this is what I'm talking about when, like, sometimes the shadow step is just too much. So again, maybe you only use it really for like big boss battles where you know you need to move around like really quickly. Now when it comes to a lot of our other stuff, of course, our heart shield, if we just stand here and don't do anything, our hearts will come back. So again, that took away from our heart shield. You can double jump backwards, all those things. Shadow step. Sometimes you could hit, then double jump over them. And again, you can use that as much stamina as you have. So the parry one is the one that is really useful, but it's just hard to kind of see. And then the revelation one, it is working, but you just have to wait and see like the stacks. As you can see, there was some stacks there that just built up. So again, parry here, get hit. Then we're doing a lot more damage than we would normally do. But it takes a second to like learn, because you got to really like let them get close to you before you can utilize it. But, or at least anticipate their attacks, and then you can see that the attacks there were definitely stronger. We'll jump in just like this. Parry in here. They're kind of attacking each other. There we go. Block that one. Hit us. We're out of stamina though. Any other enemies here we can use? I think we've kind of ran through all of them. Shadow step, heart shield. The Vampiric Eyes were healing as we attack. So again, now we wait, and our heart shield will slowly add extra hearts back to us. So just again, a lot of this stuff is to just buff us up a lot more, so those easier enemies just don't even get us, even when we're kind of overwhelmed there. Great sword. Kind of get an idea. That guy was no armor or anything, but I like the Vengeful Parry the most, especially like when your enemies get way stronger. After you go to the Nether and everything's on harder mode and all that, you'll be able to really do some damage. Anything else? Here we go. Oh, there we go. Get out of there. You guys got some cool little moves. Blocked it. Then I like to shadow step away, get some distance. But again, you can stay in there and really like fight with that. So dodge the second move. Now we're quite a bit away. We can heal up or get our stamina back. And again, while we're back here after Shadow Step, if we wait enough time, we're going to start to regen hearts. Blocked one of them. That was our next attack after the parry. There we go. And that'll do it for this video on the best skill books in DawnCraft. If you guys want me to run through some of the other skill books and like what they can do, let me know in the comments below. This is kind of another video in my guide series around DawnCraft. If you guys also want to see more or like different types of videos around DawnCraft, I've put a lot of hours into this game. I can kind of run through some more easier stuff. So if you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one.